When he was a child, Daniel encounters a wounded man named Charles in his family's mansion. Rather than helping, Daniel informs his family, who show up wearing ceremonial masks and robes. Ignoring his bride's pleas, they shoot Charles with a spear gun and take him into a locked room. 3 decades later, Alex, the son of the wealthy Domas family games company owners, is marrying Grace, a former foster child. On her wedding day, Grace meets Alex's family, including Daniel and his wife Charity, Emily and her husband Fitch, and their kids, Aunt Elaine and Alex's parents Tony and Becky. After the ceremony, Tony reveals a family tradition tied to a deal with a mysterious figure named Le Bail. The tradition involves drawing a game card from a puzzle box at midnight on the wedding day. Grace draws hide and seek and, thinking it's harmless, hides while the Domas family arms themselves with weapons. Alex finds Grace, and she witnesses Emily accidentally kill a maid, confusing her for Grace. Alex reveals a family curse. If a new member draws the hide-and-seek card, the rest of the family must find and ritually sacrifice them before dawn, or they themselves will die. The deadly game was last played by Helene's husband, Charles. The mansion is on lockdown, and Alex deactivates the security system to help Grace escape. She's discovered by Daniel, who is disenchanted with his family, and he gives her a head start before alerting the others. In the chaos, Emily accidentally kills another maid. Grace's escape is blocked by the family butler, Stevens, whom she scalds with hot tea and flees. Alex is held back by Daniel and Tony after he assaults the latter. A third maid sees Grace but accidentally causes her own death in a dumbwaiter while calling for the family. Grace rushes to the stables where Georgie shoots her in the hand. She knocks him out but is scared by a goat, falling into a pit filled with the bodies of past sacrifices by the Domas family, including Charles. She manages to get out and reaches the front gate. Grace is chased into the woods by Stevens. Despite a struggle, she's eventually caught by him. As Stevens drives her back to the house, Grace regains consciousness and fights back, leading to a car crash that kills him. Nearby, Daniel captures Grace after realizing his father is secretly watching. The Domas family is about to perform the ritual sacrifice, but Daniel secretly poisons them with a non-lethal dose of hydrochloric acid in their ceremonial cup. Charity shoots Daniel in the neck when he tries to shield Grace. Daniel is left to bleed to death as Grace escapes. The mansion catches fire during the chaos and Grace is attacked by Becky, whom she fights off and kills with Le Bail's box. Alex manages to free himself and seeks Grace, but she resists his approach. Recognizing that she will never trust him and is likely to leave once she escapes, he forcibly restrains her to complete the ritual. Just as the sun rises, Grace breaks free from the ritual table. The Doma family prepares for death, but initially nothing occurs, suggesting the curse might not be real. However, despite Grace's victory in the game, Helene attempts to harm her, but suddenly explodes while mid-stride, confirming the curse's reality. The rest of the family members explode one by one, leaving only Alex, who unsuccessfully tries to convince Grace to forgive him. She expresses her desire for a divorce, tosses her ring at Alex, and he too succumbs to the curse and explodes. Le Bail briefly appears, nodding at Grace. As the sole survivor of the night, Grace exits the burning mansion just as the police arrive. When questioned about what happened, she simply responds, "In-laws."